think we're live now. Just a quick live, kind of update everybody. Back in my hometown, uh, my granny is home. Oxygen levels back up, so they let her come home. Let's get this camera situated a little bit better, maybe. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Back in my little hometown, man, my old stomping grounds. Might take you guys on a little road trip. But Granny's back home. Oxygen is still up and down, but she's a fighter. Definitely one of the strongest human beings on this planet. Cancer, strokes, what's going on there? COVID, nothing stopping Granny. Might take you guys over here through the old hood. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right, man. It's going through. I'm in the wife's vehicle now, so it's going through her stuff. Yes, she's back home. Thank God. Like everything. I mean, of course, her oxygen and stuff is still up and down, but she's back home. Take you guys over here through the old stomping grounds back when I was a little bitty skeet. Over here, you guys can't see in the night, but over on the left hand side, here's where I went to school. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's picking up through the car audio, I do believe, because it muted the radio. Here we go. Yeah, this is the neighborhood I grew up in, right through here. Once we get up here a little more, I've got to show you the old villa. All right, good. I didn't know if it'd pick up well. I just went over here and checked on Granny, got her phone up and going. I'll take you guys through the little hood. Yeah, a little nighttime tour, man. Now, right up here on the left-hand side, this is where I grew up at. Right over her. That where the lights on, that's where I grew up at. A little bitty apartment right there, over here in the villa. If I get this camera to go right, I'll take you through the villa. I ain't been through the villas, what they call it, the villa babies. Yeah, I ain't been through here in years, boy. Now this is the old skeet right there, that little dumpster. I remember I was like 12 years old, jumped off of that thing, put my hand on a beer bottle, glass went through there. This is considered our little hood back here in the villa. I used to love it when I was younger. Indictments would come out on drug charges and everything, and we'd get to sit outside and watch real live cops. You have people hiding on the roofs of these little apartments, trying to get away from the popo. The villa. Yes. Good times, bad times, in between the times. The villa, baby. Of course, a lot has changed. Like these houses that's over here on the right hand side, they wasn't there when I was younger. It was all just open field. I'll take you guys over here to the port where we used to go play ball all the time, man. Now my old tail probably fall apart if I tried doing that. Right over here on the right, you guys can't really see it in the dark that well, but over there's the old hood playground we used to go play on. And of course, a lot of this stuff has changed. Like right ahead of us, that little garage, obviously, it looks new. It wasn't there. But we used to have a lot of fun up through here. And then I got to take you guys, just because I'm kind of proud of it. They got a new football stadium here in this town. Beautiful. Of course, they waited until my playing days was way, way behind me, right? way, way behind me. There wasn't no football stadium that looks like what I'm about to take you to when I play. Lisa, how we doing, sis? I hope you're recovering well. We're just doing a little late night tour of the old stomping grounds, man, where my buddy Park used to live right over here on the left. He was our running back when we played football. Kind of goes together. Yeah, it is, man. It's kind of bittersweet, really. I mean, at least they're building and the town's still going in the right, well, not really the right direction, man. The drug pandemic kind of ate this place up, but still the hometown. Still the hometown. Take you guys over here, man. This football stadium they built, I think they paid something like 2 million or 3 million just for the field. That's not even. It's not counting the stadium. Hey, somebody's still rocking a Halloween holiday up there the night before Christmas. Man, I'm kind of digging those lights. When I first got out of the military, I used to live right up here on the right. These little apartments on the right there. Some blinding headlights burn the retinas. Little late night, hometown random live stream. I figured I had to go live, man. Like, it's supposed to be our members panel tonight. What's going on, Cap? But had to get over here, check on Granny. She's out of the hospital, doing good. Her oxygen's still, like I said, fluctuating up and down, but she's out. Yeah, don't pull out and hit me, dude. We don't want none of that. Yeah, I watched the video there that Mark took of me. We just had a shootout. Well, kind of a shootout. A couple streets over from here. It was all over Facebook Live. Some dude had a shootout with the cops the night before. So that's always a good idea. So he took him on like a 1 day, I don't know what you call it, a chase or a crawl. They met up with him at a house, popped some tear gas in there. He come out and surrendered. It's always something exciting like that, man, in my hometown. you you didn't need to watch cops as a kid. Only thing you needed to do was just look outside. Now we're going to go up here to the high school. Up here at the high school, man, this is where I used to get suspended and everything. There it is. We caught. It still looks the same, man. There really much changed about this little bitty high school. I wonder if I can get back to the football field without the police thinking I'm crazy on a Saturday night. We'll see. We'll see. If I get pulled over by the police, I'll just tell them all those peer pressure for these people online. I got to show off the football stadium back here. Of course, like we're pulling into the high school parking lot, man. I was suspended. This little field over here, we used to skip school. And Mr. Hozak, my wrestling coach, he was also like the biology teacher, I wanted, or math maybe. Anyways, he used to chase us through this field on the right hand side. We had like little routes that we would take, like different code names when we were skipping school. Then over here, yeah, let's pull this camera back over this way. Over there is like where we had our dances and all that good stuff. I got thrown out of those doors right there a few times. I got escorted out a few times on those dances at those doors there. Come back up here, camera. There you go. Just a few. And of course, it's all dark back here. Over here on the right, they got their. Yeah, we used to raise all sorts of hell back there in these parking lots, boy. Back here in this back lot, before this football stadium was here, it was just a back lot. But over here is where they got like the veterans. If you're a veteran from this town, you can. We have a brick. My name's on a brick over here. It was some little thing, a little nod to the veterans from Shelby County. And of course, you can't even see the football stadium. It's all dark. I thought they would have at least some of these overlights still casted, but they don't. Beautiful stadium, though. I mean, right dead in front of us, you can kind of see the entrance to this thing, man. This thing's nice and beautiful. Got the rubber pellet turf and everything going on in there. Beautiful football stadium. And of course, when I played football, it was nowhere near close to that, right? Our football field, the sprinkler system wouldn't go down. It was natural grass field, of course, because you didn't have. I mean, I'm sure they did have turf in the bigger schools, but back then it was natural grass. So the sprinklers wouldn't go down all the way on the 10-yard line. I don't know how many times I'd take a handoff and tackle myself on a sprinkler head, trip over that thing. It'd get me every time. I played fullback and middle linebacker, so they'd give me the ball, and I'd hit the outside, and I found that sprinkler head more times than not. Then my son gets to come through and play on his really nice football field, and everything's all pretty and new. It's nice to come back, man, but I never have like the urge to move back. I'd come back here, visit, see all my family, and then go back home. This town's a little bit too much. Didn't realize that till you move out of it. You move out of it, you go to a quiet place, then you're like, oh, this is what it's like to live without hearing sirens and gunshots and all the wonderful, beautiful things that come with this town. You gotta watch it out here, man. These deer are crazy. Yeah, definitely nice just to come back, see everybody, and then get back on the road. Go back home. But yeah, this whole little route here off to the right, when we'd skip school, me and my older cousin, that's the route we'd call the Rambo mission, because we had to go through all the woods, to dodge Hozak, and all the police, and all the other people that would go down right here underneath this bridge, this railroad tracks, cross there. And we didn't play too smart as kids, because then we go to one of the busiest intersections there is in this town, and that's where we'd pop off at, like right out here. This busy intersection here where everybody we'll go downtown. I'll show you guys downtown. Why not? They just put this little divider up here in the median not too long ago, maybe a year ago or something. Then I can take you guys by my great grandmother's house. We'll do that on my way back. Where I swear, man, that house, I would love to knock on the door to see if they'd let me inside the house. There has to be paranormal something going on there. That place was so paranormal, like paranormally supercharged. There's no way that there's not things happening. That's where my great grandmother used to call the spirits and do all that. I'll explain that a little more when we get over near it. Do a little quick trip downtown. It's a big city, boy. It's funny, but it's not that big of a town at all. But the town that I live in, you could probably fit like 7 of them into my hometown now. That's right by the police station. Been there for good times, bad times. Been in the police station a couple times. big court square. They need to do some road work down here, which you see the signs where they're always doing something. But the court square, where everybody used to. Funny story about the court square. My biological father put tide. They at each corner of the court square. They have fountains. Well, it's not parked right here. I'll show you. Right there's like one of the fountains. Right there. This is one of the fountains. On all four corners of this court square, they got these fountains. So he decided to put laundry detergent in the fountains. And the whole downtown down here was covered in soap suds. So when I was growing up, these fountains didn't even work. Like, they never turned them on because of that prank. So as a young kid, I'm like, all right, well, how can I top what my father did, right? So he puts the laundry soap, floods out the whole downtown with soap suds and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, how can I top that? So in my mind, I think I was like 17, maybe just turning 18, 17, 18, somewhere around there. I'm like, all right, so how can I top what Dad did? I'm like, all right, I got it. I'm going to run naked around the court square. Now, it was just starting to get dark when I did this stupid. It was highly dumb, but I did it. It happened. So it was just starting to get dark down here, and it was like sleet and rain. Like it was pretty chilly. Not making no excuses for coming up short. It's true. It was sleet and rain. So I get out of the car. Had my uncle parked at the bank across the street from the court square. So he parks over there. I get out and I undress underneath the little drive-through of the bank, right? So I stripped down butt naked. I got a toboggan on with the middle finger flipping everybody off. Stripped down to my work boots, fold my clothes back up, hand them to him, and I'm like, all right, here we go. So I take off running. I go across the street that we just drove down. A little old lady like almost hits me to where I had to flop up on the hood. Hey, Lori. This little old lady comes up. She almost hits me. I flop up on the hood. Mind you, I'm stark-ass naked with a toboggan, flipping everybody off, and work boots. That's the only thing that's on my body is toboggan and work boots. And I flip up on her hood naked, and like she shakes her fist at me, and I'm like, woo, and take off running. So I get the first lap in. I'm thinking, man, this ain't bad. Now, when I started my journey, my run around the court square naked, there was no cars parked anywhere. None. After my first lap, there was green lights and nobody was moving. All the parking lots was filled up. I stopped and did the stupid helicopter dance, doing the laps around there, going around. I did 1.5 laps. Everybody, I stopped and did the helicopter dance, and I didn't know, but as I was crossing the court square on one side, the cops was crossing on the other side, but they couldn't quite get to me because the traffic had stopped. Nobody was moving. I was watching this crazy, stupid kid run around the court square naked. So after I get closed in on the second lap, I start thinking like, man, me running naked, I'm like, oh, all right, Def, I missed your message, huh? You're taking off. Hope you have a good night. If I get that second lap, closing in on that second lap, I start thinking, I'm not equipped, right? If the if the cops come out with a canine, I'm naked. And I can't deal with an angry German Shepherd naked. I don't think I can deal with an angry German Shepherd with clothes on, let alone the Balls and Johnson just swinging freely, you know. So my uncle was the drop-off. My cousin was the pickup. So he thinks it's funny to drive down in front of the police station back on my street I grew up on, But he drives right down by the police station. I got to jump in the vehicle in front of the police station, butt naked. Good times. I got away, didn't get charged. I got 2 laps in, butt ass naked on the court square. Stupid, stupid stuff. But good memories now. Got out of there, ran naked, did the helicopter dance, jumped in my cousin's, and that's his daughters had like toys in the back, and I remember a Barbie doll putting her head where it didn't need to be when I jumped in there. But right up here on the right, this little house here. Let's see if I can really get the cops called on me, right? That little house right there. There used to be a big tree that sat out front. But that house right there is where my grandmother used to call up the spirits and everything. And my great-grandmother. And there's no way the people that live there now do not have some sort of something going on. Oh, the old stomping grounds, man. Yeah, tomorrow I might go live before I leave here, so you guys can kind of see where the first Skeeter videos kind of took shape, and I started doing some things. I might go live before I leave here tomorrow just to talk to you guys and everything, but I just wanted to go live, man, give you guys this little nighttime tour, update, catch up, whatever. Grandma's good. She's back home now. Let's pull this thing back up out of here. Now, how do I switch? I watch me wreck trying to be stupid. There we go. We're back on my face now. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, she's back home. Again, the oxygen's still kind of, look at that bare-faced it. Look. It's all going. This time of year, every year, I got to take it out. I got to go with no facial hair this time of year because if I'm putting on Halloween makeup and stuff, can't hide the bird. But we'll probably go live tomorrow at sometime, so I can go through. I want to take you guys, man. I would love to shoot that short here because I love the fall, the changing of the leaves and all the different colors and everything is very cinematic. But I'm hoping next week we can finally get on that set schedule. I can get out of my own head and we can get things going. Granny's okay, so I ain't got to worry about that. She's doing great. Man, people around here fly around corners. Idiots. But all right, peeps. I appreciate you guys, man. I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update. I'm going back to memory lane now. Back in the hometown. But I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for the prayers and good vibes for my granny. And she's doing great. She's being ornery as ever, so we're good to go. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at, and that's how I'm doing it, by God. Somebody's coming up here right now, man. I appreciate it. No problem. Maybe tomorrow we do it'll be lights out, daytime, so you guys can actually see the old stomping ground of Little Skeet. But anyways, man, much love, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And like always, this has been me talking to you. I'll catch y'all down the road, which is going to be tomorrow. So it's not even 24 hours away. We're getting to something tomorrow. I don't know what. Who knows? Maybe a Skeeter bit. Maybe it's another tour thing. I don't know. We'll do something tomorrow, though, before I head back to my home. Y'all have a good night. Much love.